you should have a daily routine. Every single day you should spend at least 10 minutes watching your role models. And as I mentioned before, you could watch YouTube videos, for instance, and really analyze their behavior and think about how you can incorporate certain things in your own life. For example, one of my friends, I won't mention his name, he used to watch Dirty Harry, played by Clint Eastwood. He actually watched this guy every single day. Now, what I noticed is that whenever he was speaking to attractive women, he was calmer, okay? He changed his posture and he looked more like Dirty Harry from the movie. And you may laugh, you may think that's a bit strange, but this is what happened. Why? Because he internalized some of these traits. Very often he was watching these short videos with Dirty Harry, and then he would come to us, to his friends, and he would joke around and he would imitate him. But later on, these things showed up in his real life when interacting with other people. And guess what? It built his confidence. Now, when it comes to this exercise, I've actually done it myself. So to give you an example, in the past, I used to live in London and I used to cycle to the office every morning. Now, one of my role models is Eben Pagan, an amazing internet marketer. So I was listening to his speeches every single morning while cycling to the office. Now, one thing I really like about Eben is that he pauses. He knows how to use pauses to his advantage. So for example, when he speaks to people and he's presenting in front of a big audience, sometimes after making a very important point, he can pause for a long time, okay? Now, for most people, it's a bit uncomfortable. Most people hate silence. Most people hate pausing because they have a feeling that everybody's looking at them. But Eben has so much confidence, so much self-esteem and high value, the perceived value as well, that he could afford to do it because everybody simply assumed that he had something important to accentuate. Now, I've been trying to learn it from him. And as you can see in these videos, maybe I'm not pausing so much, but I managed to implement it to a certain extent. Now, the second thing I liked about Eben was his posture, okay? He always seems to be very confident, very much in control of his physical state. He looks very calm. Now, I was watching videos with Eben Pagan and I tried to incorporate some of these things into my own life, and I actually managed to do it. Now, one thing you should definitely do straight away. Once you have the list of your role models, you should take a piece of paper and you should write down what my role model would do now, or how my role model would act now. Be confident and be like him. Okay? Now, I don't know what your role model is, who is that, but just jot their name down on that piece of paper and then put it in your pocket. Now, what's going to happen is during the day, you will reach out to your pocket, you will see the list, and you will remind yourself to be more like your role model. Okay? Alternatively, you can write some reminders on your phone. For example, twice a day. So for example, imagine a situation that you may be walking on the street in the middle of the day, you're going for a business meeting, and you're slouching, you're kind of walking like this, looking down, not a very confident posture. And then the phone rings, and you get the reminder how Tony Robbins or how Richard Branson would act now. Okay? Become one of them. Be the winner. And you put it back, and you consciously remember that you got to change your physiology. You have to change your posture. So suddenly, from this position, you pull your shoulders like this, you look higher up, and you walk with more confidence. Why? Because you consciously reminded yourself. Now, a really beautiful thing about it, and it's so exciting, it's really so exciting, is that if you do it a couple of times in a row, you're going to develop a habit. You will realize that at one point, you will not need any reminders. Because you will consciously think, hey, what am I doing? I'm slouching. Come on, Richard Branson wouldn't do it. And you pull your shoulders back, okay? When you're on the stage, presenting in front of the people, and you realize that maybe you're losing your composure a little bit, you will say to yourself, wait a second, would my role model act like this? No. And you get back to your proper posture. It's really powerful. Implement it, use it, and you're gonna see some amazing changes.